We've all heard the headlines before. Beetroot juice to improve athletic performance. Increase your endurance with beets. Reduce muscle soreness by eating beets. But does beetroot juice really live up to the hype? I've done a deep dive into the scientific literature, be specifically focusing on improving athletic performance, reducing muscle soreness, and increasing endurance. I'm here to tell you if beetroot juice is harmful, helpful, or just a plain hoax. What's up guys, my name is Tessa. I am a last year doctorate of pharmacy student who will be graduating finally after 6 years in May with a doctorate of pharmacy. I'm also a certified personal trainer and nutrition coach, so this right here, my jam. Beetroot juice's claim to fame is that it can increase athletic performance by increasing muscle endurance. Train harder, you're able to go farther, and therefore increasing your athletic performance. The theory behind this claim is that beets are a source of dietary nitrate. Nitrates can help our body better utilize oxygen when exercising to enhance exercise tolerance and therefore athletic performance. Most of the studies that I looked at were pretty small and they used a wide variety of different type of dosing and durations for these studies, and most of the participants were male. So it is important to interpret these results with a little bit of grain of salt. Despite this, the most common doses used in these studies, regardless of effect, have included the acute dose of 1/4 of a cup to 2 cups of beetroot juice up to 2.5 hours prior to exercise, or chronic dosing of around 2 cups daily for 5 to 6 days prior to your event. And a majority of these studies do suggest that this amount of dosing is good enough to increase those levels of nitrites in our blood. From the research I've seen, it's possible that beetroot juice is most effective in recreational athletes just like you and me. Beetroot juice does improve the use of oxygen during exercise testing in these type of athletes, especially with severe exercise testing like VO2 max. Also in this group, there is some evidence that there is improvement in ability, but there's also counteracting evidence. So in contrast, the majority of research in elite athletes doesn't really support the use of beetroot juice. It doesn't decrease the time needed to complete a task or to aid in some sort of graded exercise test, although some research does suggest that specific sprint sets might be improved. The theory behind this lack of effective beetroot juice in elite athletes kind of has to be related to the natural production of nitrates in these elite athletes due to their excessive training. So although the majority of the research doesn't really suggest that beetroot juice can help improve their athletic performance, it does seem that it helps certain people. So there needs to just be more studies on this. And once again, if it's beetroot juice. Like if you want to add it, I don't think there's any harm in that. Just know that it might help, it might not help. For now, I'm labeling beetroot juice for athletic performance as potentially helpful. Next up, we're gonna look at if beetroot juice does help with recovery in sort of aiding and decreasing exercise-induced muscle soreness. Most available research on the natural medicines and PubMed databases show that taking beetroot juice does reduce exercise-induced muscle soreness. Clinical research that taking between 1/2 to 1 full cup of beetroot juice 7 times over 48 hours after strenuous box jumps improves muscle soreness when compared to placebo and sodium nitrate. There's also some preliminary research saying that taking a cup of beetroot juice 8 times over the 48 hours after doing strenuous sprint test does improve and does reduce exercise-induced muscle soreness that compared to placebo as well. So for this one, I am gonna say that it's helpful, but in reality, I don't know if I am committed enough to keep track of taking 7 to 8 doses of a cup of beetroot juice over 48 hours. Maybe if you're an elite athlete that pushes your body to the max every single day and has, you know, a nutritionist, a dietitian, people looking over what you're eating. But frankly, it's not something that I would personally add to my athletic supplementation regimen. If I'm gonna have beetroot juice, I'd rather just take it because I enjoy it. It has a lot of antioxidants, vitamins, and other nutrients in it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this helped you. I do these sort of reviews to supplement or not to supplement on my Instagram channel a little bit more often than I get them here uploaded on YouTube. So if you're interested in that, I do things like on melatonin, vitamin D, B12, iron, pretty much everything under the sun, as well as going over important superfoods like ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, anything kind of under the sun to help you boost your health. If you like this video, make sure to do all of the basic YouTube things, like, subscribe. If you guys do have any questions, put them in the comments. Send me a DM on Instagram or Facebook. My Facebook page mainly focuses on daily doses, what I called. So superfoods and supplements to kind of go along with the topic that I pick that week. So last week I did women's health, reducing menstruation cramps, reducing menstrual bleeding, things like that, and kind of helping you doing a little bit deeper of dive in that. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.